shooting this video. It is October 20th. The temperatures are dropping below 30 degrees, and you got to get those houseplants indoors. If you have outdoor tropical houseplants on your patio, by your pool, stop whatever you're doing, watch this entire video, and afterwards you need to bring those plants in. And here's why. Tropical plants like, I've got this Dieffenbachia right here. Plants like, your ficuses, your dracaenas. What else do we got over here? We've got cordyline. Those are super tropical plants. They're from all corners of the globe. China, India, Africa, and they are not used to those cool, cold climates. And you have to get those indoors or else they will freeze and die. I'm telling you, I fell victim myself to their own peril, not knowing what Mother Nature, Father Time has in store. They are very unforgiving, and they could care less about your houseplants. So watch this video to the end, like, subscribe, and I'm going to tell you all the reasons why you need to get your plants indoors and what you need to do soon as you bring them in to ensure success for their dormancy and their indoor habitat for the next 3 months. So I'm in zone 6A, and our temperatures just out of nowhere dropped from 70 degrees, and then 2 days later our lows were down to like 29. Be on the lookout when you know that your winter season's coming, or even your fall is coming. Look on your weather app, whatever app you have, and just weekly keep a spot on the forecast and look out for those low temperatures. Almost all tropicals, with the few exceptions, cannot tolerate temperatures below 40 degrees. I have a yucca that's out there. It is literally chilling. It could care less, but even still I brought it in because I really want to acclimate my plants back to the indoor setting. So really the hard fast rule, let's talk about acclimating. The hard fast rule is you really want to bring it in and bring it out, and bring it in and bring it out. I know if you're anything like me, you might be a little bit too busy. I've kind of skipped that, and my philosophy has been really like sink or swim. So I just bring them in, but there's other precautions that I take. I know that they are not going to get nearly as much light as they do outdoors. So to prepare for that, I generally will slightly cut back some of my house plants. I know if they have a lot of spindly growth, they're not, if they're, a lot of times they've grown so well outdoors that they're a little bit wild, and I'll just kind of trim and manicure and get them to the point where they look nice indoors, and they you can cut them back by a third, and some plants will really thank you, like my oleander. It really wants to be reduced in size for whatever reason. It just likes to be cut back, and I could think of a few others. But when you cut them back, also make sure you give them a nice little spray with the hose, knock off any dust, bugs, things like that, because chances are there's some type of bug or whatever that you probably don't even see, and you definitely don't want to bring that indoors. You just don't want those types of intruders. So just spraying your plant top to bottom will knock those all loose. Get them out of there before you bring them in. And also, you really want to start thinking about they are going dormant, so their watering needs are going to be a little bit less. So scale back on the watering a little bit. And in the winter time, my watering can cut down to normally if I'm watering once a week, or if outdoors, I'm probably watering like every day, every other day. You could go back to like once a week, once every other week, because they're really starting to slow down on their consumption, slow down on their growth, and things like that. Also, you could probably scale way back to none at all on the fertilizer. My fertilizing really stops during the winter time. I generally, what I will say is, just to give them a nice little nudge, I will give them a product called Super Thrive. And that I can give it on a fairly regular basis because it's so gentle. It's got a lot of micronutrients and things like that that I've seen a lot of success with. It keeps the plant colors nice and vibrant, where the Super Thrive is just so gentle. It's a great product to use during the winter time. And other than that, I really just try to let them do their thing. You know, I keep a nice air circulation because generally I group all my plants up kind of close to each other. So a nice airflow. I got fans running all the time. And you should be good to go with that recipe. Just know that you are probably going to see a little bit of they're not going to perform like they have been all year long. It's quite all right. They're not dying on you. Just make sure they're getting enough light. You know, scale back on their watering, but don't let them dry out, depending on what kind of plant it is. And, you know, get those bugs off, trim them back a little bit, and just hold on tight for them to do their thing in the spring. And I really hope this video helps, because that's my regimen, that's my routine every single year. And I've had plants that have held on for years and years, and it's because I am generally doing those things to keep them alive. So if you have a routine that you do when the temperatures are dropping and I miss something, feel free to leave that in the comments. And until then, I've got more new house plants that I really would love to show you and talk all about. So stay tuned for those, and thanks so much for watching.